Welcome everyone to this channel about SimCity BuildIt. The prophecy is fulfilled. The spoiler I said in the previous video became real. Indeed, this Mayor's Pass, which corresponds with the update to a minor version of the game, is about the city of Sidney. And this is going to be an exceptional analysis. Now, I tell you about it, and at the end of the video, I tell you another spoiler. If you don't want to know, don't watch this video. My name is Atlantis, and I belong to the Isla Atlas Club. Let's start. This is the minor version, the 156.7, which coincides with the Mayor's Pass over Sydney in Australia. We already had in the game the Sydney Opera, but in the most populated city of Australia, you can find other interesting buildings. And with this Mayor's Pass, they have arrived. This version is the minor version that corresponds to the development version 128,279 and was available on Tuesday, August 20th, 2024, although the version dates from a few days earlier. First of all, I apologize for releasing this video so late. I almost had to do it together with the next Mayor's Pass. This review is going to be a little different. You will see. Analyzing this update, asking colleagues and so on, because what I said in the previous video that this update would not bring anything new is also true. And what happens is that if I don't analyze at least 5 characteristics among all the possible characteristics of the table, which are 13, the data can be distorted. And that's what happens to this version. I can only analyze the Mayor's Pass, some minor repairs and a small improvement, which I don't even know if it has come in this update or in the previous one. These are 3 characteristics which all would have a 10. But I think that if I leave this review with a score of 10, I would be lacking the objectivity that these analyses intend. So what I'm going to do is to tell you what the Mayor's Pass consists of, the improvement of this version and the bug fixes, and finally I tell you the spoiler that I announced in the introduction of the video. But its total score, which I already told you would be a 10, I don't think it should enter in the count of version analysis because of everything I told you. And precisely for this reason that I just told you, from now on, any review of an update in which I can only analyze 4 or less characteristics will be analyzed, but will not enter for any comparison of versions so as not to distort the data. All these conclusions are the reason why I have taken a little longer to bring this video online, although this video is shorter than the other analyses. Let's start evaluating the current Mayor's Pass. The Mayor's Pass of this last version is about the Australian city of Sydney. Undoubtedly, I think that its greatest emblem is the Sydney Opera, but the game already brings it by default, so in the Mayor's Pass they have placed other important buildings of this city. Not bad. It seems curious and interesting, these new buildings. It is a city that has a lot to show. In the Mayor's Pass, you can get the Beam Wireless, One Park, Green Exchange, the Maritime Museum, the Australian Museum and the Flower Bud. With the Premium Mayor's Pass, you can get 10 cards of Magnetism and 40 cards of Flying Vu Robot, and in the Premium Plus Pass, 10 more cards of the Hissy Fit Attack. So finally it's okay, a 10 would be fair. And this time, as usual with minor updates, the Mayor's Pass is not initially accompanied by any event. Regarding the only improvement I found in this version was that if you are registered on the EA Games website, you have a third identification option in the game, so that you save the game through this method, and therefore your city is protected. In settings, you can see this third option, and a fourth option may also appear. For example, for Apple users, you could have sign in with EA, sign in with Apple, sign in with Facebook, and sign in with Game Center. We all know how sensitive the game is with Google Play accounts, even with Facebook accounts. So having other options always protects our interests. Thanks Sulcus for the snapshot where the 4 game identification options were shown. And regarding bug fixes, well, that jingling of lights in the cities is finally fixed. Other visual effects fixes, and very few other things. Thanks Reaper2 for the appreciation in Discord. As you can see, only 3 characteristics analyzed. So this analysis cannot be compared with the other versions that I have been analyzing for about a year that at least have 5 characteristics analyzed out of 13 and that already give a more real score than it deserves. But that doesn't take away that I should comment on the version as I just did. Now friends, I'm gonna tell you the spoiler. So if someone doesn't want to know, just skip a piece of the video. I did a little poll on YouTube where I asked if it bothered you if I told spoilers of the game, and even though almost all of you said you wanted to know them, there were people who wanted to know them when I played. So every time I'm going to tell a spoiler, I'll warn you so as not to annoy those people who don't want to know. The spoiler is about the new Mayor's Pass, which we already know is going to be from the city of Amsterdam. And here I remember something that I have in my city of Atlantis, and that evidently with this new city of Tis, this one that you see on screen, I do not have, because this city is very young, only 2 or 3 years approximately. I remember that I got with Atlantis the North Canal of Amsterdam, and it is very cool, so much that I have it at the entrance of my city Atlantis. Well, I liked it especially. It does not have to please everyone. Let's see if in those sporadic events they revive it and I can acquire it with this city. It would be nice. Here to thank my colleague Boj. A huge greeting for this privileged information that you gave me a long time ago about the next Mayor's Pass, and that until today I have not been able to put it on video, and I have nothing more to tell you. The next game update will be a major update, and I think there could be novelties because remember, September and October are hot months for game novelties. It's usually more October, but we'll see. Remember Discord. I leave you with a snippet to a new song at the end of the video made between Dr. Vu from Discord and me. See you at SCBI. Greetings to all.
In the heart of Isla, Atlas, under a sky so bright, lives a group of heroes shining like stars at night. They are the light in the darkest of days, with healing hands and kind words that blaze. They are the guardians, brave and kind, a special club with hearts so aligned. In every act they bring a spark of hope, in every touch they help.